Gambia Public Transport Company. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. Look at the investment in Gampetulo. Nobody's talking about it. We are only talking about rams. But Social Security have done a lot of things. Even the crop financing, the poor farmers will have been suffered there. We do the crop financing. We do NAWEC. NAWEC would have been bankrupt by now. NAWEC would have been zero by now. All the machines at NAWEC is Social Security, belong to Social Security. The 3 or 2 machines there in Brikama belong to Social Security. This country would have been bankrupt. NAWEC would have been bankrupt. And it is part of our mandate to contribute meaningfully towards the socio-economic development of this country. Thank you very much. It is, and that's what we did.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Graham. I think it's good to put your point across because, as we all said, it's a fact-finding. We're not here to judge anybody. So I think on that basis, thank you.
Proactively, who can help amend the Act to accommodate and help you improve corporate governance? Can you tell us?
Yeah, it's a legislature. And if they form the PACPEC, that's why I said that Social Security is a public enterprise, because we are subject to PACPEC. That's the Public Accounts Committee and the Public Enterprise Committee. We are subject to that, and the legislature monitors the accounts and the activities. So if they form those committees and they involve part of us, people who knows about Social Security funds, we can come together and then influence the act.
Can you be more specific, even if it is not a name, the title of one single employer or employee who can influence the amendment of the act?
Mr. Edward Graham, Managing Director of Social Security.
Okay. So you were supposed to influence the amendment of the act to accommodate some of the challenges? No. I'm moving forward.
Yeah.
If we want to improve corporate governance,
yes.
You're saying the act tied your hands.
Yes.
We want the act to free your hands so that you do better.
Yes.
Who is the person or the title of the person who can influence the amendment of this act?
Yeah, Edward Graham can do that.
The MD?
Yes.
Thank you.
So the ball is back.
Sorry, Mr. Chairman, just one question, just clarification. Mr. Graham, you kept on referring to the government as a member of the Social Security Fund.
Yes.
What do you mean? Because civil servants don't contribute.
They do contribute.
In what way?
They contribute towards the 4th fund, that's the Injuries Compensation Fund.
You mean the 1%, ICF?
The 1%, yes.
But most of these loans were made from the National Provident Fund, to which civil servants do not contribute.
Now, you are talking only about 2 funds. We have 4 funds there.
Yes, but I'm saying most of these loans
yeah.
were made from the National Provident Fund. Is that not so?
Yes, some of them were made from the National Provident
Most
Fund.
Most of them were made from the National
Provident Fund. I cannot qualify
Fund.
that right now.
Well, I suggest you, before you come back, when you come back, you tell us from which funds, because Mr. Cham gave evidence and he was specific. Mr. Cham gave evidence and he was specific, and your letters to the bank were specific as to which funds should be charged with the loans. And most of them were charged on the National Provident Fund.
If that is according to the books, it's there, it's fine. But what I'm saying is that you're asking me a question whether government are not members of the fund. I'm saying government is a member of the fund. And one thing we are failing to realize...
Mr. Graham, please. We just want the facts to be clear.
Yeah.
Government is a member of the Injuries Compensation Fund.
Yes, one of the funds.
Not the National Provident Fund.
No, not
and not the Federated Pension Scheme.
No, but the Housing Fund as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Council, you finished for the time being. Yeah. Very well, Mr. Graham, you may go. Let's take another window. Council, there is time for another witness, if possible.
Well, I recall Mr. Bazi. Mr. Chairman, on the last time when Mr. Bazi was here, an application was made on his behalf, and we subsequently received information, a copy of a letter, which indicates that the application was going to be withdrawn. If we may have that clarified.
Mr. Bazi, are you still being represented by Lubna Faraj, solicitor?
Sorry,
Oh, sorry, maybe you didn't hear me. Are you still being represented by lawyer Lubna Faraj?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Where is she? I'm surprised she's not here.
I came alone today Lubna was here only to submit, my lawyer was here to submit the application. But today is no need that we have withdrawn that application. We send other letter that...
Well, all right, I'll tell you why I asked that question. We have the letter here,
yes,
and I'm sure you have a copy of the letter.
Yes.
Yes. And I will read it. We act for the above mentioned person, Mohammed Bazi, that is you, whom we made an application on instructions for the delivery of part of his testimony in camera. We have received further instructions this morning, that is 4th October 2017, and have been asked to immediately inform the Honorable Commission that our client wishes to withdraw his said application, and I emphasize what is coming, for reasons that he wishes to make orally. In this regard, with the permission of the Commission, we wish to accompany our client for his next session, when we will be able to make the said application prior to the Commission proceeding with its own testimony. Now you understand why I asked the question.
Yes.
Now, what do you want now? Are you confirming now that you are withdrawing your application to be heard in camera?
Yes, Mr. Commissioner. The reason that I...
Sorry. Let's put that down first.
Okay.
You have confirmed that you have withdrawn your application to be heard in camera.
That's true, sir.
Do you want to give reasons for that?
Yes, we can continue with that.
It's up to you. Nobody is forcing you to do anything.
No, that's fine. The reason, Mr. Commissioner, just to explain, I consult with partner and family friends. We was trying some of the issue we want to discuss, and we don't have nothing to hide, but we was trying to show you some exhibit and proof, and we don't want, for a reason that we was afraid, we don't want to make it on the camera. But now we decide, we believe that the security with the new government, we are okay to say whatever we want.
Thank you. Counsel, you may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Bazi, when you were here the last time,
yes,
we were discussing payments that Euro-Africa Group, on your instructions, made into the accounts of the ex-president, specifically his account, Dalasi account with the Trust Bank, number 1100-203-7701, and in his name, Jame Yahya AJJ HE Professor, and this was his salary account according to the evidence of the Trust Bank, and the United States dollar account for Dr. Alhaji Yahya Jammeh Foundation, 107-01930502. Yes, you have an explanation as to why Euro Africa Group was paying monies into the Dalasi account first and the dollar account second.
Yes, I will ask you, Madam, kindly, I got some few minutes to explain about all this, please. I asking the Commissioner to grant me some few minutes to be able to explain, because this is something that need like 4 or 5 minute explanation. So I'm asking you permission to give me that time.
That's why you are here, to explain if you have.
Okay.
Now, I'll just like also, you had to ask you had submitted a bundle of documents.
Yes.
To the Commission.
That's right.
When you made the application to be heard in camera, which you have now withdrawn. Do you want to have those bundles? Are you going to rely on anything in those bundles?
Yes. I have other copy for you.
You have another copy?
Yes.
Very well. You're here to explain, unless we are taking a break, but we are taking a break at 1. I think we can start and continue after the lunch.